Hello everyone, so it's Sofia here. I am back again. I had a bit of a break from the last video to now, but I'll be trying to post more regularly. Just kind of things were just a bit crazy. So I once again made a video, and this is specifically what's in store for you for February 2020. So what to expect, what to predict, what to watch out for in February. So now it's like the end of January, so this is the perfect time to, decide, I guess, and plan ahead and know what's coming your way, so it's not a surprise, so you can kind of know what to expect. So I have 3 decks in front of me that I just put together. And all of them have a few different cards from different decks, and I can post them down below in the description, what decks that I've used in this video, so you can buy the decks yourself if you like them. So basically this is group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. So I'll give you some time to meditate and decide which group you're drawn to. And if you're drawn to more than one group of cards, then that's totally fine. There's probably a message in multiple decks for you then, if that's your intuition. So once again, this is group number 1 with this snowflake obsidian. Group number 2 with this beautiful jade. And group number 3 with ocean jasper. So that's the 3 groups: group 1, group 2, group 3. If you need to pause this video and meditate, that's totally fine. Otherwise, I'll get straight into it. Okay, so for people who selected group number 1, that's you guys. So group number 1, stay tuned. What's in store for you in February 2020. So let me just have a look at the card, and then I'll show you one by one what we've got here. Okay, so straight away, the first card is the crystal card. So I kind of wanted to use the crystal deck to see what kind of crystal is going to be like in your energy, what you need to kind of do, what healing properties you need to release, or what you need to heal, what crystal and what power should you be focused on. So you got the pink tourmaline, and down here it says forgiveness. So that's your first card for people in group number 1. So basically, I feel that I feel self-forgiveness, that you have to forgive yourself for your past mistakes. You did the best that you could at the time with the information that you had. So there's no point dwelling on the past. It's really difficult. I do it myself. I'm like, I should have done that better, or I didn't do this, or I did that wrong. But it is the past, and we learn from it, we grow from it. And I feel in some way that someone let you down. I also feel that someone close to you, like in your family or partner or friend, someone really close, has let you down. You were working in a partnership, I feel, and this something went wrong. They either stole from you, like if it was business, financially, there were issues, or someone stabbed you in the back and talked behind your back. That's kind of the thing I feel with this energy here straight away, and that's the first card I kind of looked at. So I feel that you have to forgive yourself, but you also have to forgive that another person. Release them from your energy. You don't want to hold on to that toxic energy. You don't want them in your life anymore. So if there was someone bad, you need to, forgive them and heal that, and then put boundaries around you so they are no longer in your bubble. You know what I mean? So basically, heal them, forgive, which is really hard. You know, if someone has hurt you really badly, the last thing you want to do is forgive them, because, you know, people often think if you forgive someone, then that means what they did to you was okay, and it's not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, for your sake, you know, to heal that or start healing that process, you have to forgive what has happened and push it away. You know, it doesn't make it okay, but that's the best thing for you to do to continue and move forward. So I feel in February, you'll be kind of faced with that. You might even run into the person who has hurt you. So be ready for that, and be ready to forgive whatever was going on there. Then we've got, from another deck, we've got the big picture and keep your dreams alive. So I'll start again. So the big picture, this card, it's beautiful picture. I kind of don't really, I mean, the writing says look at the big picture, but for me, I kind of read the cards from what I feel from them, the energy that I feel for the people that chose this group. Like, I connect to that, and from this card, I feel that, you know, you've planted some seeds, and in February, you're going to start to see some progress. You know, things are just gonna start going and start working for you. You know, I see the earth here, and the flowers are starting to bloom, and you know, you watch them, so you don't have to work as hard. You know, you've already planted the seeds, and they're coming. You know, things are coming for you. I feel financially in February, there'll be some kind of new job promotion, you know, something with job, and it's going to give you a lot of money. So if you get any opportunity, go for it. That's what I feel with February. There'll be some, you know, financial gain. You'll get a lot of money. So, you know, not money to kind of just go and spend on things that you don't need, but for the things you have to pay for, you'll have enough money. You won't have to worry about paying the bills or anything like that. I feel that it will kind of all come together for you. That's what I feel from this card. So the next card, as I said, the writing says keep your dreams alive, but that's the picture. And with this card, I feel that you have grown a lot as a person. You are not where you were. You know, you see this person here is kind of on top, and same here, kind of watching down, looking down into what was before. And I feel January hasn't been a good month for you. And yeah, I don't know, I just feel that January was a really bad month for a lot of people. You know, it was meant to be this big fresh start, but I didn't really feel that until kind of the end of January, when we had the new moon. But yeah, with this card, I feel that you are going to be in a much better place than you were in January. So you are kind of above watching things, you know. I feel that you'll have more kind of say, like more authority, but you don't have to physically do as much. You'll just, I feel that people are going to start to understand your boundaries, if that makes sense. That's what I feel, that you'll be kind of just above and watching things unfold, and there's not going to be many people who want to attack you or do something wrong to you, like on purpose. You know, bad things happen, but I feel it will be quite a positive month for you, February. I feel that things are going to be good, and I even feel from this card some, you know, relationship healing, some connection, like a connection with a person, with a loved one. So I do feel that for you in February. The next card we have is very cute elephant. Open yourself to true abundance. So this is the card. So it's a beautiful card, beautiful green energy, you know. And as I said here, I felt some kind of job promotion, prosperity, money coming your way. And that's what this card is about. But I also, from this card, feel, you know, once again, the connection with a child, with a loved one, with friends. You're really going to feel like part of something that you perhaps didn't get in January. And you know, as I said earlier, I feel the money coming. Things are just going to flow for you. There's multiple different colors here, and the elephant has, you know, water coming out of its trunk, and I just feel like things are going to flow. And you know, if you planted seeds, you planted an idea here, an idea there, something here, and in February it's kind of going to get linked and it's going to work out, I feel. So I think I keep feeling that it's going to be a good month for you. So the next card, the Moonology card. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon in eclipse. So once again, I feel that you're going to be watching more. From this card, I just feel that you're going to step back and not even, you know, argue with people, because you'll realize it's not worth it. You're going to step back and there won't even be much to worry about. I feel that things are going to come together. You know, with the full moon, things are going to make sense, the full circle. You'll just, you know, if there was something unresolved with this friend that I feel, or whoever has let you down, that we had with the first card, whoever has hurt you in the past, you know, I feel you might run into them. So watch out for that. But it's going to heal. It's going to come full circle, and you realize, okay, I was there, but I'm here now. You know, you'll kind of start to move on from that and start healing. That's what I feel. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. That's another full moon. And you know, same thing. I just feel that, you know, you're going to get a lot of clarity. I feel with this card, your third eye is really going to activate. You'll be really intuitive, and I feel you're going to make wise decisions in February. You won't be making them out of emotion or you know, just rational mind. You'll be kind of using wise mind, you know, a bit of emotion, a bit of rational. You'll just kind of find the balance, I feel. And with this card, I definitely feel that you're going to know what to do. You know, you won't really be stuck. Things will make sense. You know, if you get faced with some issue, I don't feel any big issue, but if there'll be something little that's starting to be off, you'll know what to do and it won't affect you. Wow, another full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. So once again, with this card, when I look at it, you know, there's two ladies kind of, you know, in the center of the moon, but looking the other way, like opposite of each other, and they're not connected. And I feel, you know, with this person that has hurt you, you know, you're going to figure it out. It's going to make sense, and then you're gonna separate yourself. You know, I feel you need to step away from that person, but you're no longer going to feel like the victim anymore. That's what I feel. That you'll just figure things out and move forward, and things are going to be great. You know, you'll move past the issue that you had, or if there was something that you still haven't processed, or the answer just didn't really, you know, there wasn't an answer, like it was just kind of hanging. It's going to come. The answer is coming. I feel that you're going to resolve any partnership issues that you may have had. The next card is also a different Moonology card, and I'll once again put the link below so you know which cards I've been using. Supermoon, attraction. Decide what you want to attract, you know. Even though all of this is kind of, you know, there's nothing kind of negative coming from this reading, you just have to, you know, do the forgiveness, and abundance is coming. That's all good, but kind of know what exactly you want. You know, if the money comes, what do you want to buy with it? Do you want to start saving for a car? Do you want to start saving for mortgage? Do you want to travel? Do you want to start saving for a holiday? Kind of decide what it is that you want to do. You know, set goals. I really feel you need to do some goal setting that you perhaps haven't done yet. And you know, everything will come. and it is coming, but you have to know what it is that you want, because if you're kind of stuck in the mindset, well, I don't know what I want from life, I don't know if I even, you know, want, I don't know, do I want to move somewhere, do I want to stay here, do I like my job, do I not like my job, you know, if you're just kind of surviving from day to day, not really having a say on having that clarity, you know, and you are going to get that clarity in February. You're gonna know exactly, you know, things are gonna make sense, but make sure you write some goals down and you know what you want to attract. And once again, I feel that also with a partner, you know, if you're single, potentially you might meet someone, you know, that's also what I feel for some people. Resilience is the next card. So from this, I feel, you know, basically you walking away, you know, you're carrying some baggage, but you're kind of, the moon is on this side, you're walking that way, you're going opposite of from the moon. So basically what I feel from this, I feel you shouldn't just give up, like you shouldn't just assume that everything's gonna work out. You need to have some kind of input in it, if that even makes sense. I feel that, you know, don't settle for less than you deserve. I also feel that you know, even with this person, you're gonna resolve the things, but don't settle anything until you're happy, if that makes sense. Otherwise you'll be kind of, you know, carrying this baggage. I don't know if it makes sense, but I feel that you shouldn't just, you know, move on for the sake of it without actually having any conclusion, and don't run away from anything or from problems. If you meet people that you don't want anything to do with, don't run away. You know, maybe they came to you, you met up with them, you ran into them for a reason, because there's something that needs to be resolved. Don't avoid contact, I feel. Don't run away, because it's going to, you know, be a big burden on you. So talk things through, and walk towards what you want to achieve after that. Don't just be like, okay, I settled this, let me just go back to my day-to-day life, and not really knowing, you know, what you want. Once again, like, set goals. The last two cards for group number 1 are tarot cards, with probably my new favorite deck at the moment. So you've got number 3, the Empress. So I feel that you really have to look after yourself, you know, continue to look after yourself, and also look out for other people, because if you help another person, you know, it's going to come back to you. You know, karma always works. If you do good things, it's gonna come back to you, you know, like the moon cards that we've had, you know, what you give out is gonna come back. It's like a loop, it's a circle. So, you know, look after yourself, but also be nice to other people. You know, treat them the way you want to be treated in February, because if you know, purposely, you know, want to attack or do something to another person to make them upset because they have hurt you, you know, you don't want to deal with that toxic energy. You know, you want to be nice to them, or forgive them and let go of that stuff. Don't try and attack or pick fights, because it's just gonna come back to you, I feel. And also with this card, I feel that you're building, you know, your self-esteem is rising, I feel. Yeah, look at the card again. It's a beautiful artwork. And, you know, I feel there may be someone that may need your help. From this card, I feel there'll be someone who perhaps is going through what you've already been through. So be there for them. And and you know, but also nurture yourself at the same time. Look after yourself as well as them. Don't put other people first and then forget about yourself, because you know you can't help other people if you're not well yourself. So you know, just find a balance, I feel. And once again, prosperity, money's coming your way. Relationship, I feel really good relationship, like with your love life. I feel that February will be a great month, relationship wise. And the last card that we have is the Two of Cups. All right, leads back to the first card, forgiveness. You know, I feel with the Two of Cups, you know, yeah, look at the artwork. So I feel with the Two of Cups, that basically, you know, things are going to grow. Like I said earlier, the seeds that you planted, similar like on this card, you know, they're going to start to bloom. Things are going to start to go into action. They won't be just plans and dreams. Things are going to start to manifest. So make sure you're manifesting the right stuff. But I also feel, you know, this lady has such a deep sadness. And I'm not sure if you can see, up here is like a spirit of some man. It looks like he passed away, and this lady is absolutely heartbroken that she lost someone. So from this, I feel grieving, sadness, heartache, you know, and I feel like this is like to do with your past. And you have to start to heal, start to, you know, grieving takes a long time. You know, if you are someone that lost someone, you know, death is never easy. But you have to continue to be in the present moment and not stuck into, you know, I lost this person, and, you know, just be stuck on that. You have to kind of find the balance, you know. You know, do talk to that person, you know, that you've lost. I'm not saying stop grieving altogether, but I feel you also have to let go in a way. Because it's going to start dragging you down. As you see this lady, she looks like she's been crying for months, you know, and, you know, and if she's crying sadness and grieving and loss, that's what she's putting into the pot with her tears, and that's what's gonna manifest, you know, that's the plant that's going to grow. So I feel you have to let go to a certain degree with someone, so you can start to heal your heart chakra. You know, there's a lot of green of this card, which is the heart chakra, and there was a lot of green there as well, you know, because good things are, you know, energy is always moving, it's always flowing. That's the beauty of it. You know, if you're in a bad state at one point, you know that it's gonna get to a good spot eventually, and if you're in a good spot, that, you know, you might find yourself in a tricky situation. That's just how energy works. But I feel you really have to, you know, forgive people who have hurt you, forgive yourself, forgive the person that, you know, forgive life for taking something important from you. You know, you just have to forgive the whole process. You know, that's what I'm feeling from this kind of energy, as I said earlier. So you can really start to grow new and better things for you. So the money, the prosperity, the new job, the love life, you know, so all of that can continue to grow, but it won't grow if you're still holding on to something that needs to be let go of, if that makes sense. So let me know how this resonated with you for people who chose group number 1, and I'll move into group number 2. Okay, beautiful people, so people who chose group number 2 with the jade, that's you, that's your reading. So I'm going to get right into it. So first I'll have a look at the cards that we have that came through, and then I'll show them to you into the camera one by one and explain what I feel from the cards and what I feel from this energy. Okay. So Spirit Quartz music. So the first card that I'd chosen to do for this group reading was a crystal, as I explained in the previous group. And the crystal that you got is spirit quartz, and the word down is music. So to me, what I feel for you guys who chose group number 2, you know, things are going to get kind of nicer, brighter for you. And I feel you're gonna get a lot more spiritual awakening, I feel, in February 2020. I feel you're going to kind of know what's meant for you, what's not meant for you. You'll know which pathway to go to. I feel like life, you know, sometimes can get tricky and we get stuck and we don't know which way to go. But I feel in February, you're going to figure out what you want. You know, if you want to pursue further studies, you'll know and you'll automatically go looking into courses. You know, you'll get on the computer, start looking online. If you want to travel, you know, you'll start looking at destinations, figuring out the prices. I feel like you're going to kind of get going in February. You'll be kind of fast paced, I feel, for you. But you'll know exactly what it is that you have to do, you know. If there's something that you've been putting off, I feel you're gonna finally go sit down and get it done in February. You know, if you've been wanting to, you know, get back into, I don't know, painting or writing a book or meditating, or even like your sleep routine, getting to bed earlier and waking up earlier, you know, I feel like you're gonna be like, okay, that's what I have to do, and you're gonna actually start achieving it and you're gonna start doing it. That's what I feel from the first card. The next card we have is Let Love Be Your Beacon. So I kind of look at the pictures more than the writing. So I'll show you the card. And with this card, I feel that, you know, you're going to be your own light. You know, you see this lady kind of surrounded by green and blue, but she's really red and vibrant red. And she's even holding some kind of light to light her way. So that kind of makes sense. That's from what I said earlier. You know, you're going to be your own light. You're not gonna rely on other people. You know that people can let you down. You can't control other people, but you can control yourself and what you do. So with this card, I feel that you're really gonna take matters into your own hands. You know, you're really going to be like, you know, you'll be the boss of your own life, I feel. So if you've been struggling with that, with being assertive and just being your own boss and making your own decisions, February is the month for you, which might be a bit scary for some people, you know, being in charge where you're not used to being in charge of your own life. But that's what I feel with this card for people in group number 2. So the next card we have, I feel you're just going to, you know, manifest a lot of stuff. This is similar to the first group, but different in a way, because you've got a lot of like different cards. But I feel from this energy that, you know, you're kind of at the start of something. Even with the moon cards, I'll get into it. You know, you've got, the previous group had 3 full moons and you guys have none. You know, none of them are full moons. So that tells me a lot. You know, I feel you're kind of at the start of some journey of something. You know, you're at the early stages, you know, where you're deciding what you want to do, as I said earlier, and you're gonna put the energy into it, as we see here, and you're gonna really put focus on something, you know, on a goal, that you've had a goal and you're finally going to go and be like, yep, that's what I'm doing, and you're gonna start manifesting that. And I feel you're gonna have a lot more freedom in your life. You know, not just because you'll be kind of your own boss and lighting your own way, but I feel a sense of calmness from this. You know, you'll finally be able to hear your own thoughts. You know, you'll be less crowded around you, if that even makes sense. I feel you'll have a lot more quiet time and a lot more time to I don't know, meditate, to journal, to self-reflect. I feel that you're really gonna do a lot of work on yourself, and kind of like really good and healthy things for yourself. And, you know, with this bird flying above the earth here, you know, I feel that you're really going to feel at peace this month, that things are going to kind of settle down for you. If they've been hectic, it's going to get into, you know, it will be like, okay, you know, one thing at a time kind of thing, not being all over the place and chaotic in your mind. That's what I kind of feel from this energy. The next card well, okay, it's the bear. Your spirit animal this in February 2020 is the bear. So use power with wisdom. And once again, the bear has, you know, his heart, like the middle of his body, it's shining, it's the light, you know, and use power with wisdom. And there's a lot of like different things going on around the bear, but he's so calm and chilled. And, you know, I just feel, yeah, a lot of clarity. If there have been things unanswered, you know, and it's been bothering you, it's like, I really need to know this and I really need to know that. In February, you might not get the answers, but what I feel that you'll have in February is a peace of mind where things that are not important won't really matter. You just be a lot more calm and collected, a lot more chilled, you know, a lot more just like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing, and you'll go into it. You won't be held up by any drama with anyone. That's what I feel for group number 2. You know, you're just kind of in your own little world doing the things that are good for you. And no one's really gonna, you know, the bear is standing alone. There's no one gonna go and try and interrupt, you know, what you're doing. So you're basically kind of starting your own journey. And I feel really, you'll have a lot of alone time. That's what I feel like with your thoughts. So yeah, if you're not ready for that, here's your heads up, I guess. So with the moon curves, as I said earlier, so we started off with the half the moon, then we get a quarter, and then basically none. Okay, so this is telling me that you're going to slow down. You're going to go from, you're going to really strip back everything, and release things, and you're really going to go look within yourself, not into the outside world, if that even makes sense. So hold your vision, fixed moon. So I feel that, you know, with this card, you know, once again, it's like you got the mountains and like the moon is like kind of up here and it's half full. You know, I feel that you, as I said earlier, have a lot more alone time, but I feel this clarity, this, you know, you'll know what you have to do. And I feel you might have started some projects and you never finished them. And you might go and decide to finish them, but I also feel there'll be things that you'll be like, okay, this is not for me. I need to release that. That's too much pressure for me. So you're going to step back from some things as well, is what I feel. So you'll kind of try to figure out, you know, how can you balance your life and what serves your purpose and what doesn't. So that's what I feel for you guys. So then we've got be bold and make the first move. So once you decide, you know, what it is you have to do after you have this alone time, after you have this spiritual clarity and intuition, and you'll be lining your own way, and you know, putting energy into the things that you want to put it in, and after you decide what's not for you, what's for you, you know, you're going to be like, all right, now I know what it is that I'm meant to do. And I feel like February will be a lot of, as I said, oh yeah, starting a lot of new things, but not so much like starting, but putting the plan in place. I don't see too much action as of yet. I feel February is more like, I need to chill, take a step back, and see what's happening around me. And then after that, you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go and do it. But yeah, I feel that you're really going to rise above as well. I feel like you're really going to find your voice in February 2020. And you're really going to, I don't know, I feel with this card that you're going to, you know, rise from where you've been. Like, you know, the struggles and all that won't be part of your life anymore in February 2020. I feel, you know, you'll be kind of above that, and you'll be kind of looking down. It's like, all right, you know, I've been there, I've done that, but you're really going to be, you know, away from that. I just feel this peaceful feeling. I just feel so calm. You know, I'm really excited for you guys because it's beautiful energy here. Just, you know, taking time to look after yourself and chilling and deciding what you want to do, and start with the little steps. Like I said, sleep routines and that sort of stuff. You're really gonna like get moving on those, but then with the big goals, you know, you kind of need to, you can't really do anything, I feel, yet. You know, yeah. So the next card is step out of your comfort zone. You know, so as I said even earlier, it may be very unfamiliar with, you know, kind of you being in control of your own life if you've never had that before. And especially if you have things in your own hands and you're like, okay, this is what I want to do, there might be a lot of doubt, like, you know, am I gonna make it? If you want to start a business, for example, start a small business, I feel for some people who chose group number 2, that's what you're thinking, that's what just came to me. You know, you'll be thinking, is it really gonna be worth it? Isn't it just better to have some kind of, you know, job where you don't have to be kind of the boss, you know, figuring out all that stuff? And, you know, I feel you might start to question yourself, you know, can I really make it, you know? So at the start of February, I feel you'll be like, okay, this is what I need to do, but then you'll be like, but do I really want to do that? You're like, worries and doubt will start to come into your mind, and you'll be like, well, I'm kind of starting to freak out. And, you know, this card, you know, you'll be alone in this big world. You know, it's got the tiniest moon there, and it's like a big, you know, it's a big world out there, and, you know, you're just so tiny compared to the whole thing. But, you know, yeah, it does matter. You do make a difference, and yes, you can make it. You know, whatever you decide you want to do, yes, you can make it. You know, listen to your heart and do what's right for you. And, you know, the world may be a big scary place of the unknown, and you don't know, you know, if you know, things are gonna work out. But I feel you need to go for it, give it a go, because you'll be surprised. You're gonna love it, and it's gonna be great. So don't let those worries get to you, I feel. Okay, so that the next card we've got is the Peace card. That's basically what I've been saying throughout the whole reading. You know, I feel so much peace coming from this group. You know, it's gonna be a great month for you to just chill out and just like relax and just not even worry about the big things. You know, so, you know, meditate. If you want to get into yoga, you know, go and do that. You're gonna have a lot of time on your hands, so use it, you know, wisely. Don't do anything, you know, don't be too busy. Like, look after yourself and stay in that, you know, taking things slow and, you know, relaxing and looking after your own well-being. But I feel you need to kind of, you know, put on a face mask, have a nice hot bath, do a yoga, listen to a guided meditation, listen to relaxing music, or listen to, I don't know, waves or the rain, like when you're falling asleep. Like, listen to, you know, things that help you stay grounded. I feel this month is gonna be a lot of grounding, you know. So take the time to relax and meditate, because it's going to be great for you. And we've got release. So, you know, release anything that doesn't serve you. I said that earlier. You're gonna figure out what you want to do and what you don't want to do, what serves you, what doesn't serve you. You're gonna have the clarity, you know, and you're gonna be in charge of your own life, you know, holding the light, and it's gonna come from you and no one else. But also release what you don't want to do anymore, you know, or even like people, or, you know, like for example, messages. If you go on Messenger and you have so many like unread messages, and there's people like chit-chatting to you and, you know, saying hi, how are you, and you don't really feel connected to that person, you know, release them. You know, I don't know, don't just say, you know, oh, I'm taking time off, can you respect that? Or, you know, you don't have to, you know, be there for everyone else. Do what's right for you and release people. You know, if you have people on, so I don't know why I keep saying this, I just feel that for some of you, if you have people on social media who are just kind of ghost people, you know, they see all your stuff, never give you likes, never give you comments, never even reach out, never message you, what's the point of letting them into your life? You know, delete them, block them, unfriend them, do whatever you have to do. Just don't even feel bad about them. You know, they're not meant to be part of your journey in the next phase. So see you later, you know. Release those people. I feel this is more like with people, actually releasing, you know, you're gonna have a lot of clarity of what you want to do. And if there's people who are gonna get in the way of that, or people who are gonna put you down, you don't need those people. Get rid of them, push them away, you know. That's what I feel from the release card. So the next two cards we have are tarot cards, and they both came in upside down. Okay, so the first card is Eight of Swords. So Eight of Swords, you know, if it wasn't reversed, it's kind of being, you know, in a prison, basically stuck. But when it came reversed, you know, what I feel from this is a lot of freedom, stepping out of that prison, you know. And I feel you're going to be really lucky this month, month of February. You're going to be really lucky, and you're going to, you know, the burdens that were there are just going to disappear, and you're just going to walk out and like be strong after resting a lot. You're going to have the mental power. You're going to have the physical energy. You're going to have power, okay? So, you know, I feel you're really gonna step out of that. You know, you're no longer gonna be locked away in this deep, dark, lonely place. You're gonna actually get out and do things with your life. That's what I feel from this card. The next card we have is the Three of Cups reversed. So, Three of Cups, you know, this normally it's kind of, you know, what I would say in this kind of reading is that you have a lot of people around you and everything's going well, but it came reversed. So that's kind of saying to me, alone time, once again, you know, those people and connections around you, you need to give yourself a break from them, I feel, to figure out, you know, kind of get back into who you are and figure out what you want. And you don't really need other people's influence at that time. So I even feel you have to like release the people, as I said earlier, you know, and I don't feel you're gonna feel lonely and scared. You're gonna be like, thank goodness I'm alone and I have time to think, and I have the, you know, there's no noise everywhere. I can just like sit down, meditate and figure it out. Like you're just gonna have, you know, that time to do that. So overall, I feel you're gonna have a very chilled and relaxing month. Quite lonely, but you're not gonna feel lonely. You're gonna be grateful for it, and you're really just gonna be in charge of your own life, and you're not gonna let other people dictate what to do and what not to do. You know, you're the boss of your life, and you're gonna do great, and you're gonna have a lot of, you know, guidance. Your intuition is gonna tell you exactly what it is that you need to know, need to do, need to step away from. So let me know how this resonated with you, and I'll get into group number 3. So for those of you who chose group number 3, this is your reading. So if you chose the Ocean Jasper group, this is your reading. So let me get into it, and let's have a look what we've got. Okay. Okay. So, let me get straight into it. So, basically, I'll start off with the first card that came through, and I'll show you what the card is. So, it's Tiger's Eye Crystal, and the word is courage. So I chose to do a crystal card at the start of the reading for all the groups today, to just kind of get a general, like, overall message of the reading of kind of like what is it that you need to do, or, you know, if you're into crystals. I'm actually wearing Tiger's Eye myself today. No, the same colors. So kind of like what is it that you know, what properties of a crystal will be meaningful for you in February 2020. So, you know, it's a beautiful card, Tiger's Eye Courage. So basically, it's about, you know, being brave, being strong, going forward, not looking back, having a goal and going for it, basically not letting anyone get in your way. It's pretty self-explanatory, but that's kind of the overall theme of this group, and we'll see what we can get from this. So, okay. Hope, happiness, clearing data. Okay, so I'll show you the picture before I get into it, so you kind of see what I'm looking at. So with this picture, I feel that, you know, you really have to go into a new direction. I feel you kind of got yourself in a situation perhaps where you got a bit off the track. And you know, sometimes spirit is very good at being like, you know, if this is your pathway and you're going there, but then you can kind of turn and then you get completely off. You know, spirit will kind of help you get back on the track only for so long. But if you don't listen and you're too far off, you know, they're just like, all right, let them do their own thing. But I feel for you, you're kind of aware that it's where you are right now is not where you want to be, you know. And I feel that, you know, you're gonna make a big turnaround in February 2020. I feel this month you're gonna have the knowledge that, you know, I need to change things because I am not happy with how things are right now. And I feel you're gonna go in a different direction. You know, kind of do something completely different that you're doing right now, you know. I even feel kind of, you know, like a big drastic change, you know, change of career, change of friendship, traveling, like, or moving to a new town where you don't know anyone. You know, just, I feel like you're gonna go into the unfamiliar. That's what I feel from this card. You're gonna go into a direction you've never explored before, and it's gonna be quite unfamiliar. For some of you, perhaps, I feel like this might be leaving your family, like, you know, separating yourself from the family dynamic and kind of starting to live your own life. I feel, but it's gonna be scary because you obviously never done that before, perhaps. So, you know, it's gonna be a new direction. It's gonna be scary. With the next card, you know, you need to have hope and be courageous during this process. So let me show you the picture. So it's really beautiful, and as I said earlier, I'm gonna write the descriptions of the decks I'm using today so you can have a look at them. So with this card, I feel that you're really it's gonna be a great change for you. It's not gonna be negative, it's gonna be positive. You know, I feel like it's gonna be really good for you that you kind of went into a new direction. You know, you can see this lady kind of, you know, yeah, even the car, like, you know, it looks like some kind of new territory, not many people around. So, you know, you might feel kind of alone, but you're kind of really happy and really enjoying the new colors, the new environment, new relationships, new perspective even. You know, you're gonna have a completely different idea about, you know, and different beliefs, I feel, about a certain things. Like, you might be exposed to something and it's gonna change you in a good way. Like, you're gonna have more awareness. And I feel perhaps you might be kind of, I don't know, this just came, you know, you might witness something really negative happening. You'll kind of be the witness. Like, you won't be the person that is affected, but it's gonna open your eyes. Like, for example, you might, I don't know, see someone being hurt by another person in public, for example, or you're gonna see, I don't know, like a homeless person and really get to know, like, you know, you're gonna like come across something and it's really gonna open your eyes, I feel. That's what I kind of just suddenly got in February. You're gonna like really have a new perspective and new idea about something, and then you're gonna want to make a difference, I feel. The next card we have is the Shark. Lead as a powerful, peaceful warrior. You know, same thing like with the Courage card, and you know, you lead as a powerful, peaceful warrior. Let me show you the card. So basically, Shark, you know, you're gonna have to, if you're in a new territory, you're gonna have to be really brave and bold and kind of put your sensitive side to the side. You know, you're really gonna have to face this full on, and it's gonna be positive, but I feel like you're gonna have to be ready and alert for anything dangerous around you at the same time. So like if something, you know, unfamiliar occurs and it's, you know, it scares you, so you can kind of react in the right way, basically. So you're gonna be really like, have your eyes really open and kind of observing everything, you know, making sure that, you know, you're in a safe place. I don't know, you see exits, or that you know, if you get lost, you know your way out. If you do, like, this is about a movie and you get to a new place, you move, and then it's like, okay, how do I get back home? I don't remember which way, you know. I think you're gonna be really like alert. You're really gonna like observe what's happening around you, and you're really gonna have to be brave and be ready for all these unfamiliar things, you could say. With the new Moonology, this is the Moonology deck, and I'll tell you in the description below. So you've got, I did 3 Moonology cards, so I'll get into the other 2 later. So the first card is a time for healing, and the moon is kind of like really tiny, a quarter moon. So it's a tiny moon. So I feel like you know, as I said, you're gonna have to be in a new territory. You're gonna have to be kind of alert. You're gonna have to be brave and fierceful and standing up for yourself, because no one else is gonna do it for you. I feel you're really gonna have to like say what you're thinking. You know, you're gonna have to be straightforward with people and get to the point. And you know, you also at the same time need to look after yourself, because all of these, I feel February will be kind of dramatic, not dramatic, but you know, kind of new, kind of scary, not so much calm. The last group, it was like all about meditation, calmness, separating from people, whereas this group, it's all about being alert and you know, being on the lookout for things. And time for healing, you know, I feel, you know, if you do leave and go to this new territory and get away from you know, you're basically gonna have a clean slate, you know, kind of back to the basics. And you know, you're really gonna have to get to know who you are and become your own best friend, because I feel like for a while you won't really have anyone there for you, if that makes sense. And you really have to, if there's past stuff that you haven't resolved or haven't gotten over, you're gonna have to, you know, start to heal that a little bit, work on yourself, like when you're alone, you know, journal about it, take time out to make sure that you're okay and that you can heal, you know, and especially if you do witness, as I said earlier, it just came out of nowhere, if you do witness someone else being hurt, or attacked, or you know, being a victim of some sort, and if you witness that, you know, it's gonna affect you. So, you know, make sure that you're looking after yourself, and that you know, you basically stay safe. The next card we have is a new start is coming. So basically, this whole reading so far has been like something new, unfamiliar, you know, new start, have courage. So, you know, it will be something new. February will be a new month for you, new territory, something that you probably even haven't planned maybe. And, you know, now it's like end of January and February is like just here. So, you know, new stuff is coming. Expect new things, you know, new job, new friendships, new environment. Basically, you're gonna have a fresh start, I feel. And perhaps you'll be even running away from some kind of drama, I feel. Like I said, family earlier, but I feel like, yeah, you're gonna be like running away and you're gonna go somewhere else. Whether just like for a holiday, just to get away for a bit, to get that fresh start, or whether you actually be moving. I mean, different things are gonna resonate with different people, because multiple people will choose group number 3. But I'm just connecting to that's what I feel. The next card we have full moon in Sagittarius, so that's a fire sign. So look at the bigger picture, and the moon is even kind of, you know, pinkish, fiery, and you know, look at the bigger picture. So, well, with this, I look at more about what I feel from the card than the actual card itself. So you know, you're gonna decide which way you're gonna go, and you're not gonna go, you know, you're here and you're not gonna go that way or that way. You're gonna go straight up, you know, even like the arrow's pointing straight up. So you're gonna go from not having kind of any plan or confidence to going like really out there. You're gonna get yourself out there, not like baby steps, not easily merging into something new. You're gonna go straight up into the unknown, which can be quite, you know, scary. So that's what I feel from this, but it will be good for you. I feel the start will be really difficult. You know, it'll take some adjusting to, but overall you're doing the right thing. You just have to be brave. And you know, you just have to know that the new phase will pass and you'll settle into it. That's what I feel. And if it's like a new job, you know, everyone's like first week at a new job is really scary. You don't know the routine, you're not, you know, used to it. Something new colleagues, new boss, new rules, new office, you know, new stuff. So basically, you know, it's gonna take time to adjust to that, but stay with it. I feel stay with it and be brave, because it will pass. The next card we have is self-reflection. Okay, so during this process, you know, go back to what motivated you for this change, and always like at a regular basis check in with yourself. Am I still on the right path? Am I still, you know, following the goal or the plan? And am I still going where I initially wanted to go? Because sometimes when we go into something new, we get, you know, sidetracked and we go into an area that's not meant for us. So if you do go into that new territory, you know, self-reflect, be like, okay, so I am here and how does it make me feel and how do I want to improve this? And then continue to work on yourself. Don't just be like, you know, get sidetracked and get off topic, if that makes sense. Like get off topic in life. Like just don't go into something that's not, you know, your purpose. That's not why you did this big change. So, you know, and I really feel from this card that, you know, it'll be difficult. I feel February will be quite a challenging month, and, you know, you have to become your own best friend. As I said that earlier, you know, she's kind of self-reflection and holding herself like she's, you know, looking into some kind of mirror, and then there's like water, and then she's like holding hands with basically her version. So really be your own best friend, you know, hold your own hands through the struggles, just be there for yourself. You know, it's gonna be difficult. We can see that on the outside of the window, or, you know, they're almost drowning, they're in water. So, you know, you feel like you're gonna drown, but the head is above the water and it's gonna stay above the water. You're not gonna drown, you're not gonna die. It's just scary and it's gonna be confronting, and this just wave will come and you'll just feel like it's too much, but it will be good for you. That's what I feel like. You know, you won't drown, you'll survive, and it'll be for the better. You'll come out stronger. The next card we have is focus. And wow, once again, this lady is, you know, has water. I'll show you the card. Really powerful, really similar to that one, actually. Even the moon is on the same side. So, you know, focus on your goal, you know, don't get sidetracked. The card like says focus. And, you know, I feel like it will get a bit harder towards the end of February, but then March will be better for you, I feel. It will kind of be like a, you know, wave where it's like hard and harder, and then it's gonna get back to easier. You know, stay focused on your goal. Like once again, you know, now the water is like up to her eyes. So she's almost like, you know, almost blind. She almost can't see, but there's butterfly on her third eye chakra. So it's like, you know what you want. You have this goal. Even if you can't see, you need to know from the inside what you want to manifest, what you're trying to do, what are you trying to create, what are you trying to escape from. So don't really lose that, you know, stay focused on the task. Don't lose yourself in the process, you know. Be courageous, don't lose yourself, be strong, be like the shark, you know, be ready. You know, you're not gonna drown. Wow, keep swimming, shark in the water. We've had a lot of water here, you know, keep on swimming. You know, you're not gonna drown. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, then we have King of Swords. Okay, King of Swords. So I feel you're gonna be really ambitious. You're gonna have a goal, you're gonna go for it. You know, literally this person, this ghost, it's a spiritual ghost spirits tarot. I'll put the link below to the deck. But you know, there's no stopping this skeleton, this guy or whoever he is. There's no stopping him. He's going forward. He's going into a direction. He knows what he wants. You know, so that's gonna be you in the month of February 2020. You're gonna, you know, really go for it and dive deep into it. And you know, even school is coming back, you know, in February. So this might be someone starting, you know, a new school, starting university, or starting a new course, starting a new job, you know, whatever it is for you. You'll know as I'm saying about it. But there's no stopping this person. So remember that if you go into the direction, don't look back, don't stop, keep going forward, okay? Stay on the task. Okay, wow. The last card for this group, this is the only card in the entire tarot deck that's like the extra card. It doesn't have a, you know, it's not major or minor arcana. It's just a blank card. And I'll show you what it looks like. So, oh, and there's another face that's like on the upside down. That's what it looks like upside down. So this card basically, you know, doesn't have a writing on it, doesn't have a meaning like based on, you know, the major or minor arcana. It's just a card. And what I get from this, just the symbolism in itself, that you're creating what you want to create. You know, it's not in the rule book, you are the rule book. You know what you want, so you're going into this new territory and you're creating what you want to create, you know, something new. That's what I kind of just get from the fact that this card is the only kind of blank card that doesn't have like a meaning in the booklet. I don't even read the booklets, but you know what I'm saying. And from this card, there's multiple like faces around. There's a lot going on, and you know, this face looks like, you know, the hair is flying backwards, so it looks like there's a strong wind in front of this lady or this person, and it's like kind of trying to blow her away. It's scary, it's hard, but you have to keep going forward. And it's kind of some kind of, it almost looks like bars like behind, you know, like in a jail or something, like locked up somewhere. And you know, I feel from this that don't get yourself into a space mentally where you feel like you're like the prisoner, you know what I mean? Like, be free. You now have this big world in front of you that you're emerging yourself into. And you know, if it gets scary, you're not trapped. Yeah, you know, don't trap yourself there, but also you're not physically trapped there. You can go back if it's not for you, but I feel it will be good for you after you kind of settle into it. But mentally, really have to be strong, okay? You have to be strong, because you know, mentally it will be easy to fall apart. That's what I feel. And you really have to be strong to not fall apart mentally. But you can do it, you know, you can be the strong person. This is meant to be, you know, maybe you've been preparing your whole life for this. This is like a new pathway that is meant for you. But don't, you know, stay strong. Don't become that prisoner and get in your head and worries and depression and triggers and all that, you know. You know, that's kind of, I feel like, kind of the warning of this journey, that, you know, there might be chances of you like, or risk of you like drowning, but you're not going to drown. You know, you have to keep going. It will be okay. Just stay focused and stay strong and stay brave, and don't let anyone else drag you down. Be your own person and follow your own goals and dreams. So I hope this resonated with you. That was for group number 3. So let me know down below if what resonated with you, if you know what this is about. I love to hear your feedback. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and click that notification bell, so you know you get notifications each time I make a video that is gonna pop up for you, so you can we can stay in touch together, and hopefully I'll be able to give you some more guidance as the time goes on. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Bye.